All right. Now, as we always learn, we start the recording early.
So. Can you hear everybody?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can barely hear you.
I can't hear Brendan, but that's okay.
Well, then I'll just lean a little back and I'll just shout a little bit more. All right. All right, somebody do the intro, then we'll figure out what we're talking about.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Solutions Brewing Podcast. You might notice it's a little bit noisy here today because we're recording live at the Unicorn after just loading in from getting Beerfest ready.
Yeah.
And they're doing a meet and greet here with other brewers and breweries and cideries and whoever decides to show up, really. So in case you're wondering what the noise is, that's what that is.
Yeah. It's not that our own small brewery or our own houses became perfectly synced up party houses.
That's right. Or if you listen to our last episode where it was like, Brendan tried to do an intro too early, so I left in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the last one. So
a blooper bonus intro.
Yeah, that's right.
So we don't have to do that this time.
No, we don't.
I mean, we could just for fun, but
yeah, that's the beauty of doing it live. Everyone's recording at the same time automatically. It's perfect.
So what are we actually going to talk about today? I mean, we're all having a
first,
here.
I'm going to mention this lovely gentleman who came by as we were getting set up here, Youth en Route, who run a charity for bike racks. So they make bike racks out of old bike racks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so what they do is that at a brewery, you can buy it or something like that, and what they'll then do is donate one to a school.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So
it's sort of a bike rack.
Yeah, it's a bike rack, like a truck.
Like
but yeah, the gentleman came by and gave it to us, and I'll mention him again at the end. Not for us right now, but we will definitely likely have one in the future.
Should hold on to this. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
What have we been talking about? Well, I had a horrendous time trying to find parking downtown, per usual.
That's
Brendan,
right. It's a municipal affairs episode.
Yeah, Brendan, per usual, who works downtown, has a parking spot. Rat bastard that he is. I got sniped on 2 parking spots. I was not very happy about that. There was one I was like, oh, I saw it, and I circled back around. I went through the alleyway, came back around, was gone. And then another person, this little old lady in some old Cadillac or something. I saw the spot before, couldn't get to it, came back around, and yeah, she just right into it. I was like, you old bat.
Well, I can see there's some taxi-only parking, so all you need to do is get a little thing to put on the top of your car and just pretend to
no
be
one
taxi.
would ever believe that my vehicle is a taxi.
That's true. You're
not in Calgary anyway. You'd be like a small town taxi.
Yeah. Like when you get picked up by a minivan or something like that.
Or like a Belizean taxi.
Oh. Well, what's a Belizean taxi?
So this is harking back 10 years ago when we had our honeymoon. We went to Belize for a while. There's an island there, a key actually.
Okay.
That we went to, and basically every vehicle on that key was a 1980s Toyota minivan. And it was just maintained, but you could tell the age of the vehicle. All the taxis were the exact same. And it was either that or golf carts. It's basically every vehicle imported in that since the early 1990s has been a golf cart.
That kind of reminds me of a small town in BC called Chase.
Oh,
it's basically if you've heard of an old folks home, this is an old folks town. And you're legally allowed to drive a golf cart on the street in this town.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I've never actually been to Chase. So just it's. Oh, I love that.
I stopped there briefly because my folks were retiring, and they were curious about that space, and I was driving around BC anyways, visiting some friends and stuff out there. Anyhow, I was like, yeah, I could stop there, no problem. And I stop in there, but you guys would not like it here.
Too much of an old folks town.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got a dog, so they're used to having places with yards, and this area they were looking at was no green space, and it was 50 meters away from a train track, and it was not.
Yeah, not great.
It was not going to be for them.
Fair enough.
Anyway, that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hated that, and then I was going to say I was just down there just waiting to get in. They're like, "Oh, you Beerfest? Oh, just come right upstairs." Since we're live on location at the Unicorn, but
it was kind of funny. I didn't even have to show them a ticket.
Yeah. It's
we still got the tickets. We should go put a mustache on and come back in again and get another beer.
I'll go shave my beard and look like someone new. I should have brought my razor.
There's a Dollarama over there. You can get a real.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go grab some disposable razors. We'll have a clean shave, and then.
Okay, have you ever had to do that on like going to an oil and gas field site?
No.
Okay, so back in the day, like it's a little bit more relaxed now, but
No,
to
it's not.
for me it was complete mustache.
Oh.
Like so it was like it had to be completely hairless. But basically, if you go onto an H2S site, you need to be able to have a mask fit to your face, and
Right,
so
yeah.
you can't have a beard. And this person was being a bit of a rules Nazi and made me get rid of my decent mustache at the time.
So did you do the Hitler mustache then?
Well, thought about
That
it.
was why his mustache was like that, right? Just so that his mask would still fit on his face.
Anyway, the main problem though was they just give you a disposable razor, like just a single blade plastic piece of crap.
Yeah.
And I had to take it all the way down, and it just hurt. It just hurt because like they don't give you anything to make it go smooth or anything. I was like, no, just cut it down, and never made that mistake again.
So at one of my old sites, they had same kind of thing. If you showed up with they mustaches don't matter because it was the whole like
Mustaches shouldn't matter.
it's got to cover your nose and stuff like that. So it's the beards are a no-go though. So and occasionally you have people show up and they just don't know the rules or whatever, but it's a safety thing, so you got to do it. Long story short, this site they give you the razor, same kind of thing, single bic, and they had vending machines that could sell shaving cream.
They knew it.
Like if you're gonna go, like you could use the single razor for free, but so
That's funny.
yeah, it's goofy times. Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been down Stevens Avenue Mall. It's kind of interesting. There's people watching, everyone kind of just walking by.
Oh yeah, you should have seen there was some girls going to the club earlier. You could tell.
Oh, yeah.
They had very little clothing and very high, like 4 to 6 inch pumps on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were going somewhere with a purpose.
The tall shoes.
Takes all sorts, and you see
Oh,
them
yeah.
all downtown. That's for sure. But it's kind of the heavy police presence is left.
So yeah, maybe we should talk about load-in because this has been the greatest load-in that we've ever
Oh my
had.
god, this was the fastest, most easiest load-in I've ever had to do, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was 8, maybe 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12
Yeah.
minutes. Because I didn't show up for the first load, but I showed up for the second load because it took me too long to walk over to there because I dropped off all the kegs with Brendan today.
It's really easy. We were the only people there.
That surprised me. Why did you do that? You were coming here.
But at the time I had to go pick up Simon, so I couldn't take all the kegs with me. So I was going to stop by your place, drop off too, and then I was like, screw it, I'll just drop off all of them.
Oh my gosh.
You're lucky I had room in the truck for all.
Oh, you had the truck, you were fine.
Well, no, I had to pull out some of my son's crap to get it to fit it all. But that, yeah. So I get home and I go to my garage and I was like, apparently I have 6 kegs of beer.
And 3 easels.
Well, the easels I was expecting. I understood the easel part of it. But I was just like, what am I supposed to do with these kegs? And I actually should have said you only dropped off 5.
Yeah, I was going to say Brendan and Rob are a little salty because 3 of the kegs are their beers. Like, they're the same type of beer that I owe them, and I haven't given it to them yet. But if you come to Beerfest tomorrow, you can have it and make Brendan
That's
sad.
still
If we don't drink it before you get there.
Yeah.
Well, you just might. It's really tasty.
We might just take them home.
Yeah.
We might have to do some of our own sampling.
Before the show,
Well,
absolutely.
actually, you've never had this beer, have you, Rob? The watermelon
No,
beer.
I had it once.
Yeah, he had it once
That's
because
right.
I had a bottle left.
That's all I've ever had of it.
Yeah, no. So I don't know if I mentioned on the previous podcast, but it's a different change of the recipe because it's using what's called a Philly sour yeast, which is it's a 2-in-1 yeast. It's not only a lacto to actually give it the sour flavor, but it's also a regular yeast to like actually make alcohol. And yeah, came out perfect. Like pulling it, I kegged it today too, which is also the hilarious bit. So like pulling it off and like the little bit at the end. Ooh, right on top, like right on target. So I'm super happy with the yeast, super happy how it turned out, and it's cloudy as shit because it's like 55% wheat malt. No, 45% wheat malt. The other bit is Pils.
It's a hazy goza.
It's a very hazy goza. And I didn't put any clearing agent or like any kind of
Fire Irish moss.
or anything like that. So it is cloudy.
Beautiful.
That's all right.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is a very exciting show for us because it is the first beers that we've produced in our own brewery
Yeah.
being sold to the public.
Yeah. Predominantly, like we'll have like one can of our new stuff, but it's going to be all our own beers.
Just one can. Get there.
It's
early
like the
if you
first
want
time
to try it.
we're mostly draft.
Yeah, mostly draft.
Mostly draft.
Which has come with its own kind of fun stuff. We've done a bunch of these festivals, but we're forgetting some of the stuff that we needed to do for
I'm
draft.
excited to make these draft more often because it's like carrying all those cases around sucks.
It
Yeah.
does.
Cases blow.
But what's the one thing that we've left to the last minute now here?
What's that?
What's the one thing we've left to the last minute here for this?
Oh,
this
yes.
loaded?
So we were hoping to get a jockey box for this. And, we weren't able to get one.
So we thought about this
Months ago.
2 months
Yeah.
ago at the
Yeah.
Edmonton show.
And then I ordered some keg couplers so that we could actually connect to kegs.
Which
Those
are
are showing
Those
up
are
on
apparently
Monday.
going to arrive on Monday, but those come up after the show. The show's over Saturday, so that's no good. So now I'm going to scramble. And big shout out to 948 for helping us out. I gave them a call, and they said they had a couple couplers kicking around that we're able to use. So thank you, 948.
That's perfect. I didn't see where they were set up in the show. We'll have to take a wander around. I didn't see where they were set up in the show. We'll have to
they're-
take a wander around.
They're in the same grouping that we're in. They're just on the other side of us.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so they're loading in tomorrow on Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
with all the other suckers because like again it took no time at all. Like there's a few people setting up, there's a few vehicles, like you could see that like how few of the booths were done.
To be fair, we were the last load-in slot.
Yeah,
for
we also
today.
took the last booking of
Yeah.
the day, but
But like if you looked at like just in the brief look around, like only like maybe 10% of the booths had some stuff in them or were set up. Like it was not a lot of people. It was awesome.
Well, and you also got to recognize a lot of people do this as their primary job, so they can load in midday tomorrow
That
as
is
part
true.
of their job. We all have other jobs.
yeah, that makes it a little bit trickier when the when the show starts at 5:30, and I'm supposed to work till 5, but I actually took the day off so I could make it on time.
And yeah, so do I. Like I was just like I told my boss at the beginning of the year, it's like I've got beer fests on these days, and I will not be here. Made it super simple.
Well, and I'm lucky working downtown. I'll be able to work till 5. I usually work till 4:30 anyway.
Yeah, just wander over
and then
and
just wander down.
So we're pretty excited. The weather's supposed to be good, although I think it's supposed to rain Saturday, but
Saturday is supposed to rain, which is pissing me off because one of the reasons I was going to miss the afternoon show is I was
Supposed to
going
go
I was going to go fly out to Unity and pick up my mother-in-law. And now that it's going to rain, low cloud, high wind, all this fun stuff that really ruins my flying plans. So I might be there for part of the afternoon show,
there you
okay,
go.
yeah, we'll see.
which is good because my brother Matt's going to be at the afternoon show.
I think it'll be a nice busy one. I think they're almost sold out of tickets too.
Yeah.
So.
awesome.
Actually, I was going to say I'm actually happy because the rain was originally on Sunday, and so this is a busy freaking weekend for me. Because like I was kegging today, the next 2 days are Beerfest, and then Sunday is my son's birthday.
That's right, yeah.
And it was just like it was supposed to rain that day, and I've got a good story. So, had a crap ton of air miles that I've been saving for like years and years and years and years. I had like 5,600 air miles, and with like the change with the program recently, it's like if you're going to use them, you should probably use them. So I was on there one day. They had their spring kind of stuff and all that, and they had something dumb. So I waited till my wife came home, and I said, Kelsey, this is something dumb. Should I get it? And she's like, absolutely. And what it is one of those inflatable kids' playgrounds, except it's an alligator slide with water. So we told the kids, like, hey, weather depending, like, come over and bring your swim stuff so you can play in this thing. But we're going to set up in the yard. It's literally 10 feet by 11 feet by 8 feet.
Wow.
And it comes with, like, its own inflatable, like,
That's-
air compressor thing.
That's a good part of your yard that's taken up.
Yeah. And
Is this for kids or for adults too?
Well, 3 kids or one
It's going to start.
adult
It's
with
going to
a
start
kid
with the
at heart.
kids.
There you go.
It's going to start with the kids, and then at about 5 hours in, it'll switch to the adults.
Yeah, but it's got like a little climbing wall. It's got a little slide. It's got a little water gun built into it, which is incredible.
So I misread that. I thought it was a pool.
Well, it's got a small pool. Like,
No,
it's not like
but-
a little
but,
5-inch pool.
Steph and I have been going back and forth over this for the last few days because I keep saying, no, it's a pool. Like, we got to bring it. There'll be a little kiddie pool or something like that.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I thought it was a slide. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's a pool. So Steph was right. My wife was right again.
Yeah, you should stop questioning your wife.
I really should.
Oh. Hey guys, I don't mean to cut this short, but I think it's starting to fill up in here, and you can definitely hear the noise picking up.
Yeah. I was going to say, though, but, like, yeah, loading was super good. Like, I'm so happy tomorrow. Like, all we have to do is, like, literally show up, pull a couple of the kegs out of the cooler and all that, and just, like, take them to the booth. Super simple. And, oh, yeah, I was going to say, we got interrupted by the jockey box thing. We're renting a jockey box.
Yeah.
So
We'll still have to put 2 in buckets because it's only a 2-tap jockey box,
Yeah.
and we're going to have
Oh,
4.
I still say we can serve 2 kegs at a time and keep the dark ritual aside and just not mention it.
I was going to say, we only have 3 beers kegs. The other one is kegging right now. That's the missing piece.
Yeah, that won't be ready.
Well, we don't need that one.
Yeah.
People have had that one before.
And there's no you put it in the bright tank today. There's no way it's
So we
ready
have
for
3?
It takes 2
anything.
days in the bright tank, so it'll actually be ready on Saturday. It could be ready.
Black magic.
That's fine. So we'll have our IPA in a can.
Yep.
And
IPA in a keg, or say pale ale in a keg.
Pale ale in a keg, dark ritual,
Yep.
and then our amber.
Yep.
Okay. And then I guess Saturday we'll have to bring Missing Beast since it won't be ready for Friday. But
Yeah, if I go in the morning and keg it and if it's ready, because it only takes 2 days to be carbonated in that bright tank because of the stone.
So I haven't carved in this bright tank yet. So this is all black magic to me.
Oh yeah, by the by, I didn't know if you checked, but we killed your full tank.
No, I know you guys were talking about that.
Yeah.
You burned through 10 pounds of CO2 in 2 days.
No.
was it leaking again?
No, that was no.
Did I fix it?
What?
Did it
Yes.
stop leaking?
Oh yeah,
right?
yes,
perfect.
yeah. You fixed the leak in the bright tank, so that's good. When I showed up today, it was still holding 15 pounds pressure, so great. No, the cylinder you gave us that was full, it's gone.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and my
That's-
10-pounder went empty too.
It's
I was,
also- yeah.
Yes. And I didn't give it to you. You took it from my house.
Yeah, but I
he
gave
has
it
my
back.
10-pounder too.
I expect it all to be filled.
Yeah, it will be filled.
Okay.
All right. And now with that settled, we can finally say goodbye to everybody. To everybody, we'll probably be releasing this after Beerfest, so hopefully you saw us and had a great time. But if they didn't and they want to know where they can reach us next or where they can buy our beer or any of that kind of stuff, how can they reach us, Steve?
Well, they can go to our website, solutionsbrewing.com, where there is a nice little contact us page and a little link there that sends us to our email address, noproblems@solutionsbrewing.com, or you can just send us an email straight to that. It's fine. Or you can catch us on our socials at Solutions Brewing Co. on Instagram and Facebook.
All right. See you guys next time.
You're just hungry. You just want to go.
Time for beer and food, buddy. Yeah, that's right. Let's have her.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, everyone.